EV4 is yet another interesting mid-sized electric Kia. Offered in this hatch guise or in four-door fastback form, it stands out in its crowded segment, as it very much needs to. My name is Jonathan Crouch. I've been testing cars for over 40 years. You'll find them all on the Car and Driving Car Reviews app. Here, I'm going to try and tell you everything that you really need to know about this car in a way you'll find nowhere else. It seems a bit odd that Kia's second phase of electric models is less advanced than the first. Like the company's initial EV6 and EV9 designs, this EV4 uses the Hyundai Motor Group's eGMP architecture, but does without it in ultra-rapid charging 800-volt form. Instead, like the marque's more recent EV2, EV3 and EV5 designs, there's a less sophisticated, but cheaper to make, 400-volt version of that platform, which comes with a 201 brake horsepower front-mounted electric motor and a choice of either a 58.3 kWh or an 81.4 kWh battery. Range is up to 273 miles with the smaller battery, or up to 388 miles with the 81.4 kWh battery. There's 283 Newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 62 mile an hour time is 7.5 seconds en route to 105 miles an hour. That's if you engage the most dynamic of the provided driving modes, Sport, which is accompanied by red-themed lighting in the cabin. Kia says that this mode has been engineered to make the car feel genuinely sportier rather than just heavier of steering, and there's some truth in that. As you'd expect, all EV4s have a regenerative braking system operated by steering wheel paddles and including a one-pedal I-pedal driving setting, which notably slows the car off throttle. Not all EVs in this segment are quite as refined as you might hope, but this one is, thanks to its super slippery drag coefficient. With this hatch, that's rated at 0.27 CD, which is best in class. The Fastback saloon version's even sleeker, rated at 0.23 CD. All of this makes the car a very pleasant highway travelling companion, helped by standard adaptive cruise control, and ride quality becomes fine at higher speeds. Beyond the city limits, the EV4 isn't huge fun to drive, but body roll is well controlled and the steering's accurate, even if it isn't very feelsome. The EV4 crystallises Kia's vision for the next generation of mid-sized electric models and visually comes to present what the brand calls a new typology to the EV market. This hatch version has a square-shouldered silhouette with an unusual black band wrapping over the roof to connect the C-pillars. The Fastback saloon variant, added to the EV4 project at a late stage, offers us a more distinctive EV4 still, with a streamlined silhouette and a long tail rear three-quarter section unlike anything else on the market. The EV4 isn't quite as unique inside, where most of the dashboard architecture has been lifted from the smaller EV3 and larger EV5. That means the usual pair of 12.3-inch screens, creating a combined display size of 30 inches, plus a further 5.3-inch unit for the climate functions. With the two GT Line versions, you get this rather striking contrast colour interior finish, particularly evident on the curiously shaped steering wheel, the left-hand rim of which, rather annoyingly, partly obscures that central climate display. It's quite roomy in the back. The EV platform means that the floor's a little raised, so your thighs will sit a touch higher than they would in a combustion car of this type, but it's probably nothing you couldn't live with for a medium-length journey. At least the floor's flat, so you could fit in a middle-seated occupant for short trips if need be. Headspace is fractionally restricted in the Fastback version, but it's fine in this hatch. Unless you stretch to top spec, you'll have to lift the rear hatch yourself, which raises to reveal a decent 435-litre space in this hatch. The Fastback version is 300mm longer, so its boot capacity grows to 490 litres, though it is accessible via a narrower opening aperture. With the 60-40 split backrest flattened, the hatch offers up to 1,415 litres of space. It's up to 1,650 litres in the Fastback. This EV4 model's EV6 stablemate was the first Kia EV to offer the ultra-fast charging 800-volt infrastructure that larger Hyundai Motor Group eGMP-based models helped to pioneer. Disappointingly, that setup's not fitted to the EV4, which is why the DC charging speed is limited to an unremarkable 150 kilowatts. Even so, thanks to a new generation battery management system, both standard and long-range models claim a 10 to 80% DC charge time of 29 minutes for the 58.3 kWh model, or 31 minutes for the 81.4 kWh variant when plugged into a 350 kW DC fast charger. From home, 10 to 100% AC charge at 7.4 kilowatts takes 8 hours, 45 minutes for the 58.3 kWh battery, or 12 hours 30 minutes for the 81.4 kWh variants. A 10 to 100% three-phase AC charge at 11 kilowatts would improve those times to 5 hours 20 minutes for the 58.3 kWh battery, or 7 hours 15 minutes for the 81.4 kWh variants. Since Kia already has two contenders in the mid-sized EV market, the EV5 and the EV6, it obviously felt less constrained to play it safe when introducing another, this EV4. And the result is a generally interesting piece of mainstream design. It's a pity you can't have a heat pump on mainstream models or any EV4 with the advanced super rapid charging 800-volt electrical infrastructure fitted to the EV6. Apart from that though, we can see lots of reasons why you might like one. But this is such a crowded segment that Kia will have to promote this car hard if it's to really make its mark.